Check your mailboxes as the SSA is sending out important letters. I'll let you know what these letters are regarding Social Security. Also, we have new DOGE Social Security info.
We saw these millions of people, non-citizens, on the Social Security rolls. Did they get benefits?
Yes, we actually tracked them through the benefit programs. We found them in virtually all the benefit programs. And one statistic for you is we found 1.3 million of them on Medicare.
I'm going to play that full video clip as it looks like DOGE has uncovered more fraud in the SSA. Now, some people are for this. Say half the country are for this, half the country are still against this. But where do you stand with this? I'm going to play that full video clip. Let me know if you trust it or not. And I'm going to go over that article of did you receive a Social Security letter, what this change means, and I'm going to give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So we're going to go into those SS letters in a moment, but first, take a listen to this of what DOGE has uncovered and changed so far with your Social Security.
Meanwhile, Elon Musk and the DOGE team tackling fraud in Social Security, vowing to end schemes that are draining taxpayer dollars.
As the saying goes, the wheels of justice turn slowly but surely. And I think probably the person that stole 400,000 Social Security numbers, at least, maybe more, will be arrested hopefully this week.
In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
We went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident.
All right. Valor CEO and DOGE volunteer Antonio Gracias, the guy you just saw, was just with Musk in Wisconsin over the weekend. He joins us from the North Lawn. Antonio, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve.
That's a jaw-dropping number. Where did all those people come from?
Well, it made my jaw drop too when I saw it. We were in Social Security looking for fraud, waste, and abuse. And to do that, we actually looked at the enumeration system, the system by which people get numbers in America. And we found that there were just about 5+ million of them that came to the country as illegals, were giving various forms of parole or allowed in the country, and they got through an automatic system, Social Security numbers, so they get into our benefit systems. And we tracked that through and found that they were on the benefit programs. And just because we were curious, we then looked to see if they were on the voter rolls. And we found in a handful of cooperative states that there were thousands of them on the voter rolls and that many of them had voted.
That's crazy because you cannot vote in a federal election, but I think in certain local elections you can. But, once you get a Social Security number, that helps you do a lot of stuff. I know, Antonio, part of this started with a program from, I think, 2017 that got started, where if people came into the country and they were authorized to work, they would automatically give them a number. But, Elon was talking a little bit about how 400,000 Social Security numbers were stolen. It was one person. What can you tell us about that?
That's an ongoing investigation, so I don't know how much I can tell you. But we did find, as we looked through the programs, a particular employee that had actually sent themselves Social Security numbers through their email for reasons we don't understand, but clearly nefarious.
Yeah, it does sound like it. So let me ask you this, Antonio. Have you figured out, you saw these millions of people, non-citizens, on the Social Security rolls. Did they get benefits?
Yes, we actually tracked them through the benefit programs. We found them in virtually all the benefit programs. And one statistic for you is we found 1.3 million of them on Medicare.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to those people?
Look, we referred people that were registered to vote, which is a federal crime, and people that voted to ICE, to DHS, and to the DOJ. They've committed to prosecute. And I think it's super important to point out here that none of this would have happened without President Trump. I mean, President Trump had the courage to allow us to go across databases. He signed an executive order. It's never been done before, where agencies could talk to each other and databases could talk to each other. That allowed us to connect all this data to find these people across the system, across the benefit system, all the way to the voting records.
Yeah.
It really took a lot of courage.
Hey, Antonio, you're a big shot business guy. You know what you're doing in your business. When you went in, I can't think of the last time somebody essentially audited the Social Security Administration, aside from the federal government. But, you know, they've got all these kind of antiquated, crazy rules. Like, I know you uncovered millions of people over the age of 120 and just recently kicked them off the rolls, right?
Yes, that's correct. We did an audit of the entire system, enumeration system for Social Security. And look, the reality is the people in the government know this. There are many, very good people that are helping us. We couldn't have found this stuff without them. We needed them to point us in the right direction, and then we looked at the data. So, you know, if you ask people the right questions, they will give you the answers, and they want to help.
Yeah. Antonio, exit question for you. Given all of the abuses you've already found and these people who are getting federal benefits who should not, do you have a price tag on how much you guys are saving the American taxpayer just from Social Security?
I mean, look, it's in the billions. You know, you saw the fraud on the phone lines itself. That was about $1.5 billion. And I would guess at Social Security already we're north of $10 billion.
Okay. Well, the meter's running. Antonio, thank you very much for joining us, and thanks for volunteering.
What are your thoughts there? Do you agree with this DOGE volunteer stance on Social Security, what they've uncovered, the millions of non-citizens who have received Social Security numbers? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know down in the comments below. So let's get into this. Did you receive a letter about Social Security overpayments? Here's what the new change means. So starting on Thursday, March 27th, the SSA reversed its more lenient policy for returning overpayments. The SSA, which pays benefits to nearly 69 million people monthly in 2025, occasionally pays a beneficiary more money than they should have gotten. So an overpayment can happen when a beneficiary fails to update a change in income, for instance, or the SSA can incorrectly calculate benefits. Prior to last month's change, people who received an overpayment had 10% of their benefits withheld from each check to put toward repayment. That rate has now been ratcheted up to 100%, meaning those overpaid after March 27th will automatically be placed in full recovery and will receive no checks until the balance is resolved. So just a reminder, this is for any overpayments after March 27th, meaning if you get overpaid this month of April, the SSA is going to send you a letter and let you know that they are going to take 100% of that money back from next month's check. But you would still get your same amount, so minus the extra amount. So I could see how they want to do this moving forward, but it really depends on how quick they send out that letter of overpayment. If they take more than a month, I think that overpayment should be forgiven 100% because it is the SSA's mistake. They're bad. They should have corrected it sooner before the overpayment even went out. And if you think about it, is there even really such thing as a Social Security overpayment? Even if it is an overpayment, as the SSA says, it's still not enough to cover basic living essentials, as the majority of people on Social Security could barely survive alone with that check. So if they get a little extra, where's the money going to? Food, utilities, rent, to live a decent life? I think Social Security should just forgive those overpayments. It was the SSA's mistake to begin with. So let me know if you agree with that or not. So yeah, be on the lookout for any letters that are coming out from the SSA. And yeah, that's all the news that I got for you today. To hopefully cheer you up a bit, here's my Daughter Bell's tip of the day.
I want 1, 2, A, B, A, mail holder. Say, what I want to be, I can be. What? See what? What? I want to be is what I want to. There. Time to go. Go to your house. I'll do it.
There are 4 major Social Security changes for this month of April. You're going to want to click this video over here as I share with you those 4 changes that could affect your personal Social Security. So click that video now and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.